Hi, it's Sue and Stamping Sue in Connecticut.blogspot.com. Today we're going to do an old technique of acrylic block stamping. Makes a great little background, and you can use just about any medium. Today I'm going to use water markers. These are Tombow. And I'm also going to do Distress Oxide. So let's get started. Now all you're going to need are some acrylic blocks. I got some square ones here. We'll start out with this first one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some Distress Oxide. Just going to press the pad to the acrylic block. I like the oxides because they're like, I think they're considered like half dye ink and half pigment ink. And then what you're going to need is just a bottle full of water. I'm going to take this off to the side and squirt it. You want to get enough ink so that you get some bubbles of ink on there. And then just take it and press it onto your card. And that's going to press the wet ink onto your card. I like to let it set there for a few seconds and then pull it straight up, and there you go. Now there's a little extra water there. Sometimes I let it just drip around just for a little extra texture. Now I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to wipe this off. I also have a wet cloth here. I'm going to do it again, only this time I'm going to use markers, and I'm just going to scribble on the ink. Now I think I'll do the purple. And then again, we're going to take the water bottle and we're going to squirt it off to the side. And then press it onto the paper. Give it a good press. And then pull it up. And again, there's some water. If you don't like the big splashes of water, you can just blot them off with a towel. Now you're going to let that dry. And this time I want to try a little different design. So I got my cardstock and I have 4 little blocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the inks onto the 4 blocks. I'm keeping this all in the yellow family just to see what happens. They might be too close in color, but that's okay. It'll be monochromatic. Gonna spread some off to the side. There's 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. And now I'm gonna take and I'm gonna see if I can space them out evenly on this card. There's one. There's two. Three. And four. Okay, so now we take them off. And I'm just using regular cardstock. I'm not using watercolor paper. A watercolor paper would work really well. I'm just out of watercolor paper. And now I have the 4 squares. And we're going to let that dry. I'm going to try that again. But this time I'm going to do them one at a time so I can space them out better. Okay. So this time, let's see. Do some purple. Oh, lighter purple. And here's another purple. And we'll do blue. Okay. Get our piece of cardstock. Get our squirt bottle. Give it a squirt. Press it down. Pull it up. It's very pastel blue, but that's okay. Put this one over here. And we got another one. Guess I'm not a very good spacer here. That's okay, when we cut it down, it'll be fine. And there's our purple squares. And we'll let that dry. Wipe these off. And we'll do one more big square. Our cardstock. We already did a lot of yellows. Let's stick some green in there. Another green. That one's pretty pale, but we'll see how it comes out. Spritz it off to the side. Give it a press. Pull it up. This is a very easy technique. It's been around for a while. I just thought it'd be fun to bring it back to life. And there's that one. Let's try one more. Okay. That purple worked really well, so let's try that again. Okay, give it a squirt of water. And press it onto the card. Then we gotta wipe that. Actually, that one's pretty. There we go. And that's our fun technique for today. I made some other ones here. These have to dry, but I have a bunch of others here. This is also with distress inks. And another thing you can do with distress ink is put some water in your hand and just splash it on. Depending on how long you let it sit, and you'll get some fun water spots. Here's another one. This is with a rectangle. Another one with a rectangle. Okay, so then all you're going to do with these now is stamp with some good black ink. I have the VersaFine Clair. And these are all Unity Stamp Company stamps. This one I did a stencil behind it just for a little more. Here's another one. Here's another one with the rectangle. I like this butterfly. It's a really good butterfly. And then one of Altenews Cuddlebugs. So that's the technique for today. Take your plain old acrylic blocks, ink them up with just about any ink, press them down, spritz them with water, and you got some great backgrounds. I think this one's going to be fun. So I have all those to make cards. So that's Stamping Sue in Connecticut.blogspot.com. Thank you for watching. Come back again soon.